hello to all of you out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the Daily Dish. My name is Kelly. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and great to see you. So this is a series that I have Monday through Friday during the week. I usually post it in the morning for people who have time to watch it, but you can watch it at any time. I have kind of a theme for every day, and the Daily Dish is basically food for thought to help us with our day, with our week, whatever. It's meant to be kind of what we're feeling at the moment, maybe as a collective, but utilizing that throughout the week. So today would be like Monday moods. Today is Monday, but you don't have to, these are timeless. So you do not have to watch this on the day it's recorded. It isn't for this day only. Whenever you watch it, if you watch it at night, you watch it next week, that's fine. There may be a message in there for you. They are collective reads, so it may not resonate for you. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay? So I did do a monthly June 2025 read, which is also timeless, but it's for the next 30 days from whenever you view it. And then I also did a weekly one that I posted yesterday, which is for the next 7 days. So all my readings are timeless, okay? So I have the date on there, but it doesn't matter if you happen to watch it past that date. And again, it doesn't matter when you watch this, what time of day. I just happen to post them in the morning so people can check them out in the morning if they have time. All right, let's go. Let's get going. Thank you all for joining. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope, even though it's Monday, you're doing okay. Or whatever day you're watching. Maybe it's not a Monday, huh? Okay, so here we go. Let's get rolling here. And I'll kind of, for those who are new, for those who have returned, so I've been gone for a while, and that's life gets in the way. Let's just put it that way. I won't get into the details, but it was pretty harsh, and I wasn't able to do my channel at all. And I have a hard time here because the internet sucks. But anyways, death. Now, let me just kind of go back. So the monthly reading is all about balance. And the weekly reading for this week, this next 7 days, is about change. It's a life change. You might want to check those out. I'm going to have cards. If you watch through the whole video, towards the end, you'll see the cards. So if you want to watch those, hang around. And these are kind of giving you even more information, these readings. So it's good to watch those old ones to see if it ties into your situation. But anyways, the death card had showed it. I'm not sure what just happened there, but the card disappeared. Okay. So we're having technical difficulties, people. Welcome to YouTube land. So the death card, and underneath is the 5 of staffs, which is basically the 5 of wands and the Empress. Okay, feminine, the divine feminine. Now, I'm going to be talking about the divine feminine, but it does not matter what gender you are. We all have masculine and feminine in us. And usually one is more prominent than the other, but it doesn't matter what your gender is. We all know that, though, probably, I'm sure. But the death card. So this is a rebirth card. So again, there's some major change. So this week, a lot of us are going to be going through a transformation. And maybe some people aren't too happy about that. Or maybe we have some situations that don't come into our plan, but have no fear because these are minor. We can get through this. And we are the Empress. And we are brave and we can move forward. You have the Knight of Staffs and the Knight of Coins. Oh my God. Hold on just a minute here. Back it up. We have the Knight of Staffs, the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Cups. And the Knights are all on a quest. So collective, just from the bottom of the deck, thank you very much, reading's over. We are on a quest. We're brave, we're anxious to move forward. Make sure you travel slow and steady. Make sure you get your ducks in a row so you don't make any major mistakes. And the Knight of Cups, follow your heart. Follow your dream. Wow. Okay, and so check those out. I'm not going to give you too much information about the other readings because it's better if you watch it, but it's also about wish fulfillment. And that is like following your heart, wishing upon a star and all that stuff. So for right now, our mood right now is, okay, yeah, we're just wanting to spend, a lot of us, maybe not all of us, and again, general reading, may not resonate for everybody. For some of us, we feel like we need to have some time away from others. And then the 3 of Swords came into one of those other readings, so you want to check it out. Now we're in a mood where we just don't want to be bothered by anyone, or we just need some time by ourselves. So this is very similar to the Virgo card, which is the Hermit card. 4 of Swords. And I apologize if I shake the table, because I lean on this table and it's very unsteady, which shakes the camera. I apologize. The mood for a lot of us in the collective is needing to really think about things, which is good. You don't want to go into moving forward without a plan or thinking about it, because that's when mistakes are made and then things don't go as well as we had hoped. This way, if we think about it, we have a chance to maybe plan, make some goals and how we can change. So this is this week. It's not the whole month. It's, there we go, shaking the table. Sorry. Just this week, or in the next 7 days. So this is what we may very well be aware of. Two of Cups. There's the balance. There's the partnership. Now, for some of you, it may be a relationship. Two of Cups can signify a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. I see this card, if it's not in a love reading, I always see this card as the male, masculine, feminine within us. Something in our being is out of balance. Maybe we're not honoring one or the other. Now, the Empress is in here. So maybe the Empress is in here saying it's time for a change, that it's time to take care of ourselves and be the, I was going to say queen, but it doesn't have to be a queen. Be the higher being that we know that we are. You know, we all have a higher self. We need to honor that. Maybe you need to go out in nature, to the beach, to the mountains, something just to get away from it all. A mini vacay, one day, even if it's a couple of hours. Now, this is something that we may not be aware of, may pose a blockage, a problem. Ten of Swords. Okay, so some of us have, I'm hearing two different things. Two things. So for the people who are in a relationship or marriage, whatever it is, partnership, there may have been some harsh words spoken. And at this point with the Ten of Cups, I'm not sure how the relationship is, and then I'll get to the rest of it. But it may be so hard that it's hard to kind of go back. Somebody may have said something that was just too harsh to deal with. And so I'm hearing with this Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and the 4 to the 10 is the Six of Swords, which is moving away from that. So I'm not saying the relationship is over, people who are in the relationship, or whoever, you know, whatever, maybe you're interested in someone, but I'm saying that we have to think about what we say, and maybe an apology is in order. Maybe some communication is just needed, better communication. Now, for people who aren't in a relationship, the Ten of Swords is still about hurt, but with the Ten of Swords, and for the relationship people, this is the end of that. So this is kind of like, are we going to stay in a relationship or aren't we? And for those who aren't in a relationship, it's more of at a point where it's so bad you're forced to almost think about it, right? And that's where the Four of Swords comes in. So for at least a good number of us in the collective, we just may need some time alone to think about things, because this may not be what we bargained for, whatever it may be. Now, the partnership within ourselves is the masculine and the feminine. The feminine is all about the emotion, the sensual feelings, whereas the masculine is more about thoughts and action and being more cerebral about things. So we may have to learn how to calm the emotions. Maybe we're oversensitive, especially if you're a water sign. We get to be, I'm a water sign on the cusp of Leo. We get to be sometimes overly sensitive, where other people kind of take things with a grain of salt. It just depends. But so this is the end of that, though. So you're getting to the point where you're getting some clarity, and it may be with the Death card, a rebirth, maybe just not having that in your life anymore, or maybe finding ways to work on it. All right. So maybe you had a rough weekend. I'm not sure. Hopefully you didn't. But so this isn't the end all. Okay. Now this could tell you what may have happened. The recent past. Yeah. Okay. The Tower. Okay. Some of you may have gone through a breakup. That's not a love reading, but some of you may have gone through a breakup. But there's a falling out of some sort. In that respect. Now, this could be about people who are friends. Maybe you had a fight with a friend that you trusted and they hurt you. Or maybe something in your life happened that threw you out of kilter in your own personal life, just your life in general. And you just need some time alone, because I don't even know how to deal with this. Maybe you can be over emotional. Maybe it's hurt you. It's devastating. So this is the near future. Ten of Coins. All right. So maybe you need to spend some time with family. But the Ten of Coins is saying that things are going to work out. Things are going to work out. For Ten of Coins, this could be about a job. Maybe you lost your job. So let me take a look at this. See the energy I get from this. Because you have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Coins. It could be family. Maybe you had a fight with a family member, sibling, parent. And maybe the Empress, your mother. That could be, the Empress is divine feminine. And that's, but it's going to work out. It is going to work out. This is either the end that you're not going to have contact, or you're going to work things out. Again, take it as it resonates, because everybody has different situations, so you just don't know. Now, this is the universe. The spirit's advice for you as far as your moods and the situation. Oh, there's the star again, and that showed up in yesterday's reading. I think you should watch it. Everything, you're going to heal. So whether you work things out with this person, people, whatever it might be, or if it's something, like I said, within your life that's just you dealing with, you're going to heal. It's going to work out. Just at some point, you may be in the dark right now, but you will see the light. The light is coming. You may be in the dark, but you will see the light. The star is a wish fulfillment card. That's what yesterday's reading was, the weekly. So maybe you're wishing you could stay in this relationship. Maybe you're wishing that things were different. Guess what? And that's what the Daily Dish is all about. So tune in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I do, like I said, a different theme. Now, Tuesdays are Tuesday tempos. So that's going to be some actions you can take. And again, this is for 7 days ahead, but it doesn't have to be within that block of 7 days. Energy is fluid and it flows forward. So this isn't in a box where, this is not what Tarot is all about. It's about giving you guidance, letting you know what you can do. If this is your situation, then this is what you can do. But it's a rebirth. So either it's the end of the hurt, where you're going to work it out, or it's the end where you're just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I need some time alone to figure out what direction or what I want to do. All right? So you're the Empress. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself and your feelings. And maybe, like I said, comfort. Have your favorite food. Watch a binge of movies or Netflix, whatever people do. I usually binge YouTube. So there you go. So anyways, this is the energy I have. So it's a rebirth. But I would suggest watching those other two, the monthly and the weekly, because of the 7 days, because I think it gives you more information on your particular situation. So thank you so much all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Sorry if I talk too fast. I had some coffee to perk myself up because I'm pretty tired today. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope I will see you in the next ones. And again, consider subscribing and joining the tribe. Comment down below, please. Thumbs up if you like these. Feedback is always helpful as a YouTube person or creator, so we appreciate it. And tune in for the next, few videos and see if maybe this can give you some more advice on some wisdom. And Wednesday wisdom, Thursday is about thoughts, Friday is frequencies, which kind of brings you into the weekend or the next few days after, into the following next 7 days. So, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Yes? Peace out.